Who's keeping assisted living facilities in check? With surprise inspections, you may be surprised yourself to find out who's inspecting them and what happens if an assisted living facility fails. In Arizona, where I have my care homes, we get a pre-licensure inspection. This is where they come by to make sure that we're following all of the rules and regulations that we've set out in our policies and procedures, as well as following the state rules and regulations. This is very common in most states to get that pre-licensure inspection. Every year, the state will come by during an unannounced time and give you a surprise inspection. You know, in our homes, when that facilitator comes a knocking, we always kind of open the door and say, "Hey, the state is here." And we kind of holler back to the caregivers so they can run around and make sure everything's in its place. I'm not saying that because we're breaking all the rules. I'm saying that because the rules can be extremely stringent. If you have a bottle of Windex that was left out on the counter, that's a deficiency. If you have cough drops on the counter, even in the senior's bedroom, so you didn't do it, maybe the senior did it, that's a deficiency. You want to be extra cautious. So we kind of always give that little holler back to our caregivers so they can run around and make sure that everything is up to code and in alignment. We then go through that inspection, hoping for the least deficiencies possible. It's very normal for care homes to have quite a few deficiencies because of the strictness that many states require. Now, if you do get by with having a whopping 0 deficiencies, many times the state will say, "Great, we're not going to come back for 2 years' time," which helps them because they really do want to be keeping up with those homes that have higher levels of deficiencies. And it also helps you to not have to worry about that surprise visit every year. So who comes to do these inspections? Typically, it's the health department or social services department. If you have seniors in your home who are using Medicaid or Medicare, then you may have the CMS come for those inspections or visits, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. The states and government-funded agencies, they like to use these unannounced methods so that they can catch the assisted living homes and facilities off guard. Because of that, you will notice that when you go to your state website and you look up how many deficiencies homes have, many homes will have 5 or more deficiencies. Personally, if someone gets in that 10 plus, that's when it's kind of a red flag. Anything under 10 is really somewhat normal in this space. If you're learning a lot and want to learn even more, check out this video right here where I share the 5 myths of getting into assisted living. I think you're really gonna like that one. If you have an assisted living home that fails that inspection, what happens? Well, you may be subject to monetary fines in upwards of multi-thousands of dollars or severe penalties. I've heard of some homes in some states that have higher restrictions that actually will revoke your license and shut down the care home. I wish that happened more often than not, but many times they let you get away with having those 20 deficiencies, give you your fine, and go on your way. Some states are more strict than others, so make sure that you are checking your state policies. And if you want to find out if a care home that you're looking to put your loved one in has a lot of deficiencies, typically your state will publish this information on a public website where all of the homes are listed with their licensure information and how many deficiencies they received from the year prior, as well as who the administrator is and maybe even the owner-operator. You can find that on your state websites. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, subscribe to us on YouTube. We're always posting amazing content, and I can't wait to see you next time.